Match number 2 of our MLS on TSN doubleheader comes from Vancouver, where the Whitecaps look to make another big step towards the playoffs as they host FC Dallas. Changes for the Whitecaps. Cannon returns from suspension in goal. O'Brien in for the injured Demerit. Thorington replaces the suspended Kofi. Richards and Mattox on international duty. Harris and Miller come in. It's also with a couple of players missing on international duty, including Canadian Julian de Guzman and also Breck Shea as well. In comes Zach Lloyd and Daniel Hernandez.
Well, and for FC Dallas, the key player for them, the one that really makes them tick, is David Ferreira, 2010 MLS MVP. He's coming back from injuries, only played 8 games so far this season.
Caps in their third kit, Arbutus Brown, and they will get things going right to left. FC Dallas in the red and white. We are underway at BC Place as the Whitecaps look to continue their good home record. Have to go back to April, the last time they were beaten here by Sporting Kansas City. So here's the delivery in towards the front post. Cannon just manages to get enough on it to punch clear. Alain Rochat hammers downfield. Whitecaps with 37 points from 24 matches played. FC Dallas 26 points from 25 matches played.
Well, Joe Cannon having to come through bodies to get there. And he does really well. David Ferreira making a nuisance of himself.
Camilo scored from a similar position against Seattle here at BC Place earlier this season. This may be a little further out. Camilo goes for goal, deflects off the wall, and it looked like that went behind for a corner. I'm not sure what the referee's giving.
Well, the ball took a deflection and went out for a corner. Kevin Hartman tried to corral the ball before it went over the line. Couldn't do so.
Did he say the wall encroached?
The referee was taking. It's quite possible that the wall is encroached. Charles Hyman's beside himself on the touchline here. FC Dallas head coach. He's not too sure what the call is for, but it certainly looks like it's a handball. When the ball comes in from Camilo, you see there it does strike the arm.
Robson and Camilo stand over it. Last minute of the half. Camilo off the bar! The Whitecaps' best chance of the first 45 minutes comes right at the end.
But have a look at this strike from Camilo. What a wonderful effort from him. He hits this so hard. Kevin Hartman's never going to get that. He strikes the upright off that crossbar and rebounds to safety.
Barry Robson in towards the front post. Comes back out for Camilo. And here's Barry Robson once again for the Whitecaps. Tries to play this one in for Thorington. It'll be picked up by Castillo. Now Thorington gets a foot to the ball and plays that one out. David Ferreira with the delivery in towards the back post. George John climbing all over Andy O'Brien there, who stayed strong.
There's no doubt that Martin Rennie's squad is depleted. International call-ups, suspensions, injuries. Certain fans of
Castillo, the way opens up for Castillo! And FC Dallas take the lead. In the 60th minute of play at BC Place, it is Fabian Castillo.
Well, Castillo's been the one bright spark for FC Dallas today. David Ferreira hasn't really had that much of an impact. But Castillo, whenever he lands on the ball, is always looking dangerous. And it comes from a throw-in. It's very simple, elementary stuff from FC Dallas. The ball comes in, it gets flicked on there, and no one on the cover. You see there, Alain Rochat tries to get back, but Castillo's very persistent. He goes to ground, scoops the ball in. You see the distance there between Andy O'Brien and Alain Rochat is too big. Rochat gets the cross and then overcommits. And Castillo just follows up. Good persistence from him. Side foots it in off the base of the post, and FC Dallas really against the run of play in the second half, take a 1-0 lead.
Camilo, who hit the bar in the first half. To have a run up the twos there. It's not quite coming off for the Whitecaps at the moment. Benitez over the top. Ferreira chasing, gets by Andy O'Brien. David Ferreira steps inside Bonjour, rolls it across the top, and Dallas have their second goal, and it comes from the substitute, Jonathan Top. It is his first goal in Major League Soccer.
Well, we spoke about how important David Ferreira is to this FC Dallas team and how much they've missed him since he was away for such a long period of time through injury, and he makes this goal for Jonathan Top. He fights off Andy O'Brien, and then a great bit of skill to cut inside. And he finds Top with an easy side footer. But that's great strength. He holds off O'Brien, who doesn't want to commit the foul because he'll get sent off. Martin Bonjour gets back, but doesn't do enough. Joe Cannon comes out, tries to cut down the angle, but Top's left with a very easy finish. Handed to him, put on a platter by David Ferreira, his second assist of the game, and FC Dallas now up 2-0.
Was this one into the path of Nanchoff. Michael Nanchoff with the ball towards the back post. Lloyd flicks it as far as YP Lee. YP Lee nudges that one off, driven in by Davison, takes a deflection on the way through from Camilo.
Camilo's just trying to guide this on target. He doesn't try and add any power to the strike. He just tries to redirect it a little bit. Kevin Hartman in goal, happy to see that one go wide. He's had very little to do so far in the game. You see YP Lee just holding out, playing that flick on from Lloyd, and then getting the ball back to Davidson. This strike, Camilo stays onside, but can't redirect that effort from Davidson on target. Far too often in this game, Kenny Miller's had to drop back to collect the ball to try and play a role in the creation of chances. You really want him in a position to be the finishing touch.
As the ball played through towards Matt Watson. Watson tries to go round Hartman. In the end, Kevin Hartman manages to get there.
Very good goalkeeping from Hartman. Great little through ball here from YP Lee into the path of Watson, and then you see Kevin Hartman's right there. Out nice and big. A little bit of good fortune about it. It smothers the danger.
As the ball played through towards Kenny Miller, Benitez almost scored an own goal.
Well, it takes Kenny Miller some time to adjust. We're playing on this surface. It's not a natural surface when you're coming from Europe. And he just misjudges the flight of that ball and that skip off the turf. And then you see Benitez coming back, hands on head, hoping, praying that that ball didn't find its way into the back of his own goal. Nanchoff came across to help take this, and Barry Robson's waved him away. Robson wants to whip this in with pace, in swinging. Andy O'Brien's right there in front of Kevin Hartman.
Sixth corner for the Whitecaps this game. Robson in and tipped away by Hartman. Appeals for a penalty from the fans behind the goal there as O'Brien took a tumble.
Kevin Hartman, very experienced keeper, does the right thing here, just gets a hand on that, keeps the ball moving, doesn't try and catch it, he's on the back foot.
It's over at BC Place. Defeat for the Whitecaps at home for the first time since they lost to Sporting Kansas City back in April.